Welcome to Executives at the Edge, the podcast from Amplify. Each episode features insights from the top network, cloud, and technology executives, giving you key takeaways to help you grow your revenue and bring solutions to market faster. I'm your host, Pascal Menezes. Join me as we explore thought-provoking perspectives from the leaders and changemakers propelling the AI-powered digital economy forward. Well, I'm super excited to have Lorella Scalcione. She's the Chief Information Officer for Sparkle. And today we're going to cover a fascinating topic around AI agents and how they have to be secure and agent-agent communication and quantum-safe networking. What a fascinating episode. Lorella, welcome to Executives at the Edge. And for our listeners, can you tell us a little about yourself and Sparkle?
Chief Information Officer, so I'm working in the IT. I've been working in transformation program since, for years and years, 15 years, I think. And now it's really an exciting time for me because of the AI and because we are developing many stuff internally and also for our customers. So it's a new kind of transformation that we are living in. And Sparkle is a global operator, a global carrier. We sell layer 1, 2, 3 services. We sell voice and mobile services. We have 600,000 kilometers of fiber optics all over the world, terrestrial and submarine cables. And so we manage this network for our customers.
And Sparkle is based out of Italy, right?
Yeah. We are based in Italy. We have it's a group of 32 legal entities.
Wow.
And we are headquartered in Rome. We have Milan, Sicily in Italy, but also in the Mediterranean area. We are in Israel, we are in Turkey and Greece, important sites. We are in Panama, we are in Singapore, we are
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. It's exciting. It's an international company. It's interesting to be there. And speaking about the IT, speaking about me, it's so interesting because we are always working in trying to simplify processes and trying to also harmonizing all the processes for all the people in the company. And so it is really interesting because it is always a balance between technologies and people. So it's a particular job, and I love the job.
So with that, we've been talking about AI. And you're the Chief Information Officer.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, of course, APIs playing a significant role. And now we have MCP that's come in, now agent technology.
Yeah.
This is all right up your alley. So can you, for our listeners, tell us a little bit what the role of the carriers, service providers, how they have to evolve as an organization, and how, what agent interactions will happen here?
Yeah, so let's speak about agent to agent because it's so interesting, the change of paradigm. Agent and agent, in the dialogues between agent and agent, they exchange, or they exchange more information than machine to machine or application to application. This is because when you use an application as a user or in the machine to machine dialogue, you send specific command, specific instructions. So you say, please upgrade this subscription. This is the customer, this is the service, upgrade to, 1 giga. And you don't explain why. Well, you don't explain which are the context. In the dialogue between agent agents, you explain. So I have this kind of situation where the customer is unsatisfied of the quality of the network, or is going to another providers, and I would like to, and this is the context where he lives, these are my competitors in this area. So in the dialogue between agents, or in the dialogue between a user and an agent, you are transferring many things, not only a command. So it's a more sensitive communication. And on top of this, usually this information are in natural language, and so it is intelligible. So in the communication agent to agent, you have sensitive data and intelligible. So it is important to give to this kind of dialogue the security and the identification of the agents. It is more and more important than usually in the, let me call it, the traditional world, before the AI agents. And so this is the difference. And this is trying to answer also to your question about us, about the changing in our job. This is also an opportunity now for the service provider, because we are just in the middle. We can provide this trust that the dialogue between agents need, or also the dialogue between a user and an agent. And we are developing, we have developed the STLS AI, that is a way to secure the A2A, so the dialogue between the agent, via a quantum key, a quantum safe key, symmetric key. So this is one of the things that a service provider can do. So developing services on top and developing, for example, security, because security is needed, because the information that we carry are not the same as before, are full of meaning, full of information about the customer, about the situation, so it's so. But this morning, Pascal, you presented a slide where there were the different way in which the AI solicitate the network. Because you spoke about AI agents, that is what we are speaking about. You speak about AI sensors, AI edges, AI factories. So we don't have AI in the network. We have so many different things based on AI that need different stuff from the service provider. So it's, let me say, an opportunity, but it is really full of so many things to do in order to give this kind of different services.
Yeah, and I think what's really fascinating is the speed of AI innovation.
Yeah.
Because as we talked about earlier, there's an AI race, but we think of AI races as the models, but it's not just models. There's AI races and agents. The telecom infrastructures are trying to get ready for AI, and you need to modernize, automate.
Yeah.
And I think also the thing about agents is you can set an intent, and agents will go back and will work as a swarm and figure out that intent and break that down into what we call imperative kind of models, where they're working with the logic on their own. And you're not giving the instructions specifically, but you're giving them what your outcome you want.
Yeah.
Right. And that's powerful. And I can imagine as a CIO, you have a lot, and you probably don't sleep much because you have to get this done in a very timely manner. Everybody wants to automate, and
yeah,
that
definitely,
really hard.
it is. So in each application domain, so I'm speaking about BSS, about OSS, about ERP. In each domain, I'm developing some AI-based tool in order to help colleagues to work in a different way. And with this role, I can also help my colleagues from product team or network team in order to give them my requirements as IT of a company. So I can say, oh, please, I'd like this kind of network. I'd like this kind of access to cloud providers. And so the cooperative work in the company is important. We are trying to, as IT, we are trying to develop AI tools, not only using it. It is in order to understand very well in deep which is the revolution of the AI, to understand better in deep. And so in this way we can in the same time helping the internal development of the company and also helping the customers.
Yeah, it makes total sense. I'm using AI tools all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way to understand what AI can do.
Yeah.
And even if you saw my presentation today, it was all generated by AI.
So it was a great presentation, not only because of the slides, let me share, but mainly because of the contents. But it was really effective. We can say that AI can help us.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it generated all my slides for me, and the graphics are incredible. So I'm like,
yeah,
wow, I couldn't even explain that to a graphic person to do that. So I'm really.
Yeah.
So you talked about something very interesting. I want to go over. With agents to agents, there comes now the ability of trust, identity, orchestration.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about how you see that world? Because if we're going to have agents everywhere and machines are kind of replaced by these agents kind of now, APIs, I think, will go away. I actually mentioned at the board, I think, APIs I believe there'll be agents sitting inside machines, and then behind there'll be a microservices and service mesh infrastructure.
Yeah.
But I believe that it's going to be agent to agent. I don't even think you need APIs. Of course, APIs will be proprietary internally, but you don't care. Agents will figure it out. So when an enterprise wants to communicate to you with agents, and you have agents, and then you have to talk to agents on your ecosystem supply chain, there's going to need a lot of trust and policies and security. Do you have thoughts about this?
Yeah. So I agree with you that the agents will have the part of the API. So we won't need the API in the technical meaning of API. Definitely we'll need them. Speaking about the East-West dialogue, definitely we'll need the meaning, the catalog of we'll need to have a standardization in the catalog and in the meaning of what I'm buying.
Yes.
And then on the basis of this catalog, I can develop my own agent, and I can then certificate my agent in order to say, okay, I speak this, I need this kind of stuff in order to provide you a service, and if I am a seller, and vice versa if I am a buyer. So I totally agree with you. So trust, it is really important because we are taking a decision, agents are taking decisions on the basis of the dialogue with other agents. And so it is important that I know that I am speaking with you, and I know that you are certified to say this specific thing. So let's, for example, when an agent is interpreting your symptoms and is giving you some medicine, no, and he ask to another agent, so these are the symptoms, can I understand from your side which is the diagnosis. I need to know that I'm speaking with the agent of the hospital XX, and that this hospital has the right information and not the information that are given by, I don't know, pharmaceutical company that want to sell their own specific medicine. So the trust, knowing that I'm speaking with you, knowing that you are certified to give me this kind of information, you are certified to elaborate this decision. This is really important, and this is why it is important to know each other. We are speaking about federation, but it is important to know each other and to be part of something, to know each other and to know that I'm sure I'm speaking with you. I'm sure that the dialogue between us is secured. And so this is the basis, definitely. This is the basis. And this is one of the things we are speaking at Amplify. And another thing, and I'm so, it is interesting that we have started speaking about NAS some years ago. And at the beginning, I developed, as IT for Sparkle, I developed services based on NAS architecture, and I developed the NAS itself. The NAS Access, the NAS Pro portal. And I said, okay, it's another way of selling services. It's okay, another way. But now, when you need specific characteristic of the network, but not for a specific destination, not for a specific customer, but for this particular communication with this particular agent. So it is something that I would have on demand. So it is not possible because, for example, I can use this agent, but this agent in one time can be in one data center, and in another, the day after can be in another data center. I can't ask to a service provider, please give me this particular quality to this data center. I don't know, perhaps in this specific moment, I need this characteristic of the network to another destination. So these are important topic we are working on in Amplify. That is the NAS. It's an old concept, but is necessary now, and is the federation or is to be in an alliance where we know each other and we know what we are developing, and we know how to guarantee the trust for us and for our customer.
Yeah, so I think you really point out some fascinating topics. If you're going to have agents do things, you have to trust these agents are authentic. And even if they're authentic and they are validated to be authentically Sparkle agents and XYE agents, and they do specific things and you can trust them, you also have to watch that they don't go rogue and do something weird, because they are agents, they're software paradigms that they're not human beings, and of course human beings do things also. So you have to also fingerprint them, watch over them, have an audit trail over them, right? So all of these things have to be put in place for a true agent platform. And then you have to also have credentials. Every agent has to have an identity, right? And then I think you mentioned something really amazing, because with Q-Day coming which is Quantum Day, that people can really decrypt your traffic.
Yeah.
I think every country is going to mandate now to have a quantum safe network. And I think Sparkle is being right on top of this. So now you're talking not only the transports have to be secure with quantum safe from de-encryption, so not harvest data now and then decrypt it later from quantum computers, but more importantly, you also have this whole trust infrastructure to run all these agents, right? Yeah. So is that kind of what you're saying, right?
No, it is also. We launched 2 years ago the QSI, so the Quantum Safe Interconnect. That is the securization of the interconnection via a symmetric key quantum safe. Then we developed now we are in the POC phase, and we are launching the service, I think September, October. We developed the STLS AI, that is the use of the same quantum safe concept, the same quantum safe key on the A2A, also in the dialogue between agents. And so we are working, we developed internally. We developed this combination of the A2A, that is an open source protocol that is used, and together with the QSI. And so because we really believe in this specific service. And as I said, it is not a question to be identified forever. So I'm an agent, and so I'm identified, this is my badge, and you can trust me always. But it's a question of using this trust for this specific communication and for this specific dialogue. This is the on-demand. That is, let me say, changing the concept of the network. Because as a service provider, we are used to, we build the network forever. We put in place submarine cables. We need 2-3 years to put in place the submarine cables, and we hope to have the service for 20 years. So this is our mentality. So we still need this kind of cables because the physical is still needed. But we need to change our mind, because this is okay, this is the network, and this is something that we hope to have for 20 years. But on top, we need to have on-demand services. And so this is the change we need to do, and this is the change we need to do in as service provider, as IT, as product people, as network people, and so on.
So I guess, Lorella, that sounds very fascinating what you've done. I think what you're saying is you've not only applied quantum safe networking on your transports, you're actually putting it into the agents.
Yeah.
So the agents can't pretend to be someone else to the cryptography of the quantum era. So that's fascinating you've done that.
Yeah.
Rebecca, we need to wrap it up here. What's your thoughts? 3 years from now, we sit around. What do you think will have changed? And most dramatically, the relationships between AI, connectivity, and service providers?
It is difficult to say, because if I think what was 3 years ago, it was a completely different world. But it's okay. So I think that as service provider, we'll need different thing, because we speak about AI, but AI, as you said in your presentation today, AI is not just one thing. It's not soliciting just in the agent-to-agent is agent-to-agent dialogue. Is soliciting a service provider in different thing. So we should continue working on submarine cables. We should continue working in the automation of the network. Now, we have a fantastic tool platform, AI-based platform for the assurance of the network in Sparkle. And that is fantastic, because our network operations center is now bases some decisions on the AI platform that has been trained 2 years, in 2 years, and so on and so forth. So we need to automatize the network. We need to build on-top services. We need to be zero latency for some specific communication. We need to have bandwidth, a huge quantity of bandwidth for the AI factories. So the future is many stuff for the service provider. So I think that we couldn't perform all this stuff, and so I think that it will be really important to cooperate, to have, we say, an ecosystem, definitely, where we can perform all this stuff as service providers, as network providers, because we can't be all in this different domain. And so I think that we'll develop more and more the cooperation because the cooperation, the network is in our DNA, and but also because it is required by this AI era.
Yeah, what a fascinating topic. And thank you for being part of this episode. I think, what you brought to light is the innovation of agents. The agentic world is coming rapidly. And just a few years ago, it was all about Gen AI. And now it's all about agents, AI agents. And we're seeing AI agents do all kinds of stuff. And it's going to be more and more rapid transformation. And then there's the security aspects and quantum zip. So it's a really fascinating topic. And I think more and more, I think what we've been saying is there needs to be an on-demand supply chain. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, not one provider can do it all. And you're going to have to be able to deliver on a supply chain that can move as fast as possible, not months, not years, not weeks, not even minutes, it's literally seconds to build that supply chain with all your partners. So thank you for this episode, and I look forward to spending more time with you at the conference.
Thank you, Pascal. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Executives at the Edge, brought to you by Amplify. Be sure to follow, share, and leave a review. Catch every episode on your favorite platform or visit us at amplify.net.